Okay, so thank you for participating in this um, study along with us. So, before we go ahead, I need to get your agreement. The purpose of the study is to collect overall user opinions on the layout, functioning, and structures of the Tucasa mobile and web application prototype we developed, which is in front of you. You will participate in a research session that involves the testing of prototypes in front of you. These are, as I said, for the Tucasa mobile and web applications, which we've been working on as a part of our course project. With your permission, notes will be taken and the study will be recorded. All notes and recordings are then analyzed by us, the team members. No personally identifiable information is associated with any information provided in connection with this study. Your participation in the research is completely voluntary. You don't have to answer any questions you don't want to, and you have the right to withdraw from the study at any time. If you want to withdraw from the study, simply leave or state that you wish to end the session. There is no penalty for withdrawing. If you choose to withdraw, your recording will be destroyed. It would take about 25 to 30 minutes, and the information you gave in the study would be handled confidentially. So, by providing your consent verbally, you agree to participate in the research study described above. You will be working with a mobile interface that is still under development. Any information you acquire in connection with your participation is confidential and proprietary and is being disclosed to you only so that you can participate in evaluation. So, do you agree and give your consent to participate in the study?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thanks. So, welcome. Thank you for participating. My name is Silpa and I will be leading your one-on-one session. Today's session will take approximately 25 minutes to complete. There's no compensation offered, but we would highly value your feedback, which would help in development of this prototype. Today we will discuss features that could be on this mobile application and website, as well as ways to organize content. There are no wrong answers. All feedback is welcomed. The more you talk, the more interesting the session will be and the faster it will go. We recommend that you think out loud, which can help us understand your thought process. We will be taking notes as we talk, and I may also ask you some follow-up questions. Do you have any questions for me before we begin?
No.
Okay. So we have a few initial questions before we start our exercise. So, how old are you?
25.
Okay, and what's your profession?
I am currently a student.
Mm-hmm. What are you studying?
I'm studying human-computer interaction.
Okay. At DePaul?
Yes, at DePaul.
Okay. And have you used any rental app or website before?
Yeah, I have used Trulia to search for websites,
To
search for apartments.
Okay. And how did you? Was it easy to use?
It was easy to use, but it kind of forced me to only use the app.
Okay. How do you think it happened? Like, why do you think it's like that?
Because on the app, it is much easier to save your searches as compared to the desktop version. And the desktop version has the screen is divided into half with the map on one side, which is very difficult to zoom in and zoom out because it takes a lot of time to load.
Okay. So, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest, how would you rate your experience with that app?
3.5.
3.5. Like for the mobile?
Yeah, for the mobile.
Okay. And you were not very happy with the website?
Not that great. I would rate 3 for the web.
Okay. So, okay. So our application Tucasa deals with helping a user find their perfect home based on the preferences he or she enters. So, using the application, the user can enter the qualities they're looking for, like their number of bedrooms, bathrooms, rent range, and so on. And when the user is near a match to their preferences, if the locality has a house like similar to it, they'll receive a pop-up notification from Tucasa. The user will then be provided with information about the apartment and can contact the owner, or the user can rate and save their favorite homes in the form of a list, which they can view later. We will be testing the Tucasa interface prototypes as implemented on our two main channels, mobile and computer. We have a couple of scenarios we would like to try testing with you. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Without further delay, I'll present you the scenarios through which you'll be using these prototypes. So the first one is that you have installed the Tucasa mobile application and let it know whatever place you're looking for. Now it's Friday night and you're out with your friends for dinner. The Tucasa application gives you an alert on your mobile device stating that there is an apartment. Just give me a minute. So there is an apartment matching your preferences nearby. Please show how would you navigate from the notification alert to learn more information about the match and then save the match to review later.
Okay. So I will go to, I will read the notification I
So
got.
sorry, before you begin, you've already logged in and you set your preferences.
Okay.
And you got this alert just now.
Okay. So I would view in map, and I would read through the description. I would browse through the images.
Okay. Oh, this is a prototype, so we haven't finished it completely.
Yeah. And I would see the matching preferences. Since I want an apartment which is closer to my college, so I would look in the map for the directions.
Okay.
And I would then save it, or if I want to like contact him later.
Yeah. Like the task is for you to save it and view it in your list.
Yeah, so I saved it.
Right.
And I think for viewing it, I would go to
why are you clicking on the side menu?
because to see the list, I was thinking that maybe in my account settings a list would be there, but I'm not getting it.
Okay. So this is the preference page.
Okay. I'm not able to find where I can see the.
So this is the locations which are found.
Okay.
So we were sort of like, because it's a prototype, it hasn't developed completely, but this is sort of the screen we wanted.
Okay, so are you telling me these are the saved things which
No, these are the found locations.
Okay.
But we haven't still worked on that in the mobile where you can view your saved list.
Okay.
That way. So so this is sort of the task we wanted the user to go through.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a few questions about it. So what do you think about the workflow of the feature?
The workflow of the feature, I think on the home application, I mean on the home screen, only important things should be there.
Okay.
Like for example, if you're saying 5 locations and 2 roommates, it's very hard to understand if the user is using it for the first time. So I think you need to tweak your labels a bit.
Okay.
And for the save list, I think you should give it like a side menu option,
Okay.
like outside, which is easier to find. And rest everything I found it's good.
Okay. What made you uncomfortable, or what did you not like?
I didn't for the save list. I was not able to understand where should I go. I was first thinking have to go to the account setting, but it is not showing that hand arrow. Yeah, the link. So I was not able. I got confused over there.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest, how much mental effort do you think is required to complete this task?
3.
3. Okay. And why do you feel so?
Because the thing I'm searching for is not available in the menu and neither on the home screen.
Okay. Okay, so that's the end of the first scenario. The second one is that you have lived in Naperville ever since you were a kid. You have recently graduated with an undergrad degree in accounting, and you're fortunate enough to find a job within a month. Your office is located in downtown, Randolph Street to be more specific. It is difficult for you to commute such a long distance every day, so you decide to find an apartment to rent nearby. Since you will be living alone, you want a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment that is around $1,000 per month at most, and that is also pet friendly. How would you use the interface to set your preferences for your apartment search? Assume you've already logged in and this is your profile page.
Okay. I would go for location preferences.
Okay.
And I would. Do I have a dog?
Yeah, let's just assume you have. Yeah, if you are
Okay,
looking for a
so
pet.
I'm looking for a pet friendly and I want to live alone, right?
Right.
Okay, and number of bedrooms I'm looking for is one bed, one bath.
Yeah.
So I would look from like 0 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
And what's my rent range?
$1,000.
$1,000. Okay, so I would look something from 0 to 1,000. Supposing if I get something cheaper.
Yeah.
And
You
which?
need to set your preferences and save.
Okay. So I saved it.
Okay. So this is the goal of this task.
Okay.
But I have a couple of questions. So you have noticed the preferred neighborhoods option here?
Yes.
So what do you think? Like, why did you like choose to ignore it because you didn't maybe understand completely, or what was your opinion about it?
According to me, when you read out the question, it was like a list of things which I need to do. So I was not able to completely memorize it, like what exactly I have to do. So I have to ask you
Okay, right.
for that. And for the preferred neighborhood, I didn't get the part where I have to actually search. So I didn't click on any of these.
Okay, got it. And so how also, so if we get back to the home screen, we have this 68% preferences, the one you see. So even this will lead you to the same page. So what made you go to the menu on the top left and then click for preferences instead of trying out on the home?
These 68% preferences is something which is already set, and I'm not sure whether it is the same thing.
Okay.
And since I have to find a location for my home, so I tried doing that from location preferences, which is the same thing, but
Yeah. Okay. You found that to be like
yeah, much easier to
easier.
go from the.
Okay. So what changes do you think we can do so that that you would select the icon on the home page?
I think you should work on your homepage because the on the your homepage the labels are little bit confusing.
Okay.
Like I don't understand what is file location and two roommates unless and until I go inside and click.
Okay. Got it. So on a scale of 1 to 5, again, how much of mental effort do you think has gone into this task?
2.
2. Okay. And is there anything you specifically like about this workflow, or would you like to change about it?
I like your filter options.
Okay.
The one which you have set here. It's very easier to actually understand what you're looking for, because most of the apps which I've seen till now usually give only like what is your budget, number of bedrooms or bathrooms you want, and that's it. And these all options are secondary to them.
Right.
So you're giving a preference and making the user think that okay, I want gym also, or I want it near school or a public transport.
Right. Okay.
So I like this part about it.
Good. Thanks. So this brings us to the end of the second scenario. So I have the third one, but we're going to shift to the website for that. So this is the website prototype of Tucasa. The scenario is that you liked the match that the Tucasa suggested to you, and you saved it earlier on the website. Now we want to contact the owner of one of that house to learn more about the price and maybe schedule a viewing. From the home screen of Tucasa, which is in front of you, so you've logged in and this is your account, how would you go about finding your list of saved places and then contact the owner for one of the houses?
Okay. I would like to go to this location thing. Okay. Which is already showing I have 4 notifications, so I think it may be having my searches, which I think is not. I would go to my account and saved. So
yeah, so this is the
saved page. Yeah. Okay. So I would go to the match one. Okay. And I would click on contact, and I would fill up the contact form and send it.
Okay. So yeah, the task is done. So I have like a couple of questions. Why do you think you clicked on that location icon in the beginning?
Because it showed it has 4. So I thought that it may be number of searches which I made number of saved
Houses,
homes
okay.
which I saved, which is 4. So it is just indicating that these are the saved ones.
Okay. So
And it's red, so I got first attracted to it.
okay. And so later you went on to your account.
Yeah.
But so how do you think about the menu here? Like, is it like why? Because what we thought was the user would try to use this first, but you went to this. So what do you think made you less think about it later?
More than
Did you
menu.
understand it was a drop down?
No, I didn't. First, I didn't understand, and second, it doesn't look like a menu. It looks more like a buttons.
Okay. So what do you think could be done to change it? Like maybe make it such a way that you would opt for that in the first place?
I would suggest not to use icons in the menu because it's difficult to interpret sometimes. Like for example, I interpreted the location icon for saved searches.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is better just give the name like account, your account or profile or whatever it is.
Okay. And do you prefer this menu or do you want like a do you suggest?
No, this menu is fine, but
Okay.
make sure your label is such a way that the person understands. Okay, you will find what you're looking for in this menu.
Okay. And on again scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate it for your mental effort?
1.
1.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are done with the tasks. I have a couple of debriefing questions. In your honest opinion, please tell me what do you think about the navigation through the mobile and the website?
I think the navigation through mobile and website is not consistent because the design for both of them is a little bit different. Like here, you can search through zip code or something, whereas I don't think so. You have an option in mobile. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. So the preferences page, you could actually search it from the neighborhood list and the address. So maybe, but as you said, it might not be.
Yeah, I mean to say that like on the website, it's
in the
up
front,
front.
right?
Yeah, it's up front. Whereas for the mobile app, if anybody is familiar with it, they would go through that and then they would understand.
Okay. So you say that there is a learning curve is little steep for mobile than website.
Yeah,
Website
I mean
easy.
both should be in
Sync.
parallel. Yeah, it should be in
Okay.
sync to each other.
So and what
The person should not feel that that okay, I've come to a very different website or a very different mobile app. It should be in parallel to each other with the design, with the content, everything, placement and stuff.
So which one would you prefer if you had to? Now that you've seen both of them.
I would prefer a mix of both because I haven't seen the option here to filter my things.
Okay.
I don't know if there is a preferences thing. Okay. So I think according to instead of preferences you can put it as filter or sort, which is more
Okay.
easier to understand.
In the website.
I think in the both.
Okay. So the main reason we ask preferences is because we would like the user to enter them once and then leave it, so that whenever they roam around, they'll be getting notifications. Maybe if they set a filter, we might not every time they have to set a filter whenever they try searching for houses.
Mm-hmm.
So our main goal is to get the liking from the user and then suggest them accordingly. They can edit the preferences anytime they want.
Okay.
But that was our thought. So if you maybe we can try setting a filter as well.
Okay. Because outside it is showing it is preferences and here inside it is showing filter and sort.
So you can sort your results based on the locations found.
Oh, okay.
So overall, we need to work on our labeling. That's what I understand.
Okay.
Right? That's
Yeah,
what you suggested. And so the main obstacles you encountered is the labeling and the
because of labeling, I think your navigation is going a bit haywire.
Okay. So we're done with the debriefing. I have a quick user experience survey. So would you recommend this to a friend to use?
Yes, I would. After the changes.
That's fair enough. How would you describe this in one or more words, the Tucasa application?
I think I think the USP of this app is that it gives you the preferences, like how similar is the search the app is notifying you about what you're looking for.
Right.
I think that's the USP of this.
Okay, so we need to work on making it look better.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you use Yelp?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Okay, so do you think this compares to Yelp in any way?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. What features did you find useful of this?
I found the preferences
Preferences.
thing
Okay.
useful.
And what features you think you would never use in this? Like, is there something which you think that maybe it's not relevant or?
Um, I would use these, but I have to, since I'm the first time user, I have to go inside each and everything and I have to understand the app first.
Okay. What features would you like to add if given, or would you like to see if the app is upgraded or something? Nothing much.
No, nothing
If you
much.
work
I
for
think you have
what we
covered
have right now.
everything,
Okay.
yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 5, how frustrating is it to use?
3.
You can be honest. Okay. Thank you.
3.
How on a scale of 1 to 5, how easy did you find to use it?
2.5.
Okay. If you were to review Tukasa, the overall score you give out of 5 would be
3.
3. And if you would change one thing, that would be the labeling.
Yeah.
Okay. That concludes the survey. Do you have any questions regarding what happened?
Can I get a chocolate?
No, I'm sorry, we don't have any compensation, but thank you so much for participating.
Okay, welcome.